So you want to travel, but you either have no one to travel with, whether that's because your friends and family always talking about booking something, but they don't actually book it, or they don't even have their passport, so it never makes it out the group chat, or you've traveled with other people before, but you just don't like their traveling style, so you kind of want to do your own thing. Well, today we're talking all about solo traveling, specifically solo cruising, going on different trips with different agencies that specialize in solo travelers and putting them together. So it kind of is a group trip, but you don't know the people initially, and you kind of have a community of other people, whether it's men and women or just women as well. First, let's talk about cruising. So there are obviously a lot of cruise lines, but there are certain cruise lines that have solo cabins. So this is definitely helpful because you won't have to pay that singles tax if you book a room that obviously is meant for at least 2 sailors. So these cruise lines include Norwegian Cruise Lines, Virgin Cruise Line, and Royal Caribbean has a select number of ships that have a smaller number of solo cabins. So I would definitely recommend trying either Norwegian or Virgin, but if you love Royal Caribbean, then you definitely just have to make sure you book early. That way you can snag one of those solo cabins. So I have the list here of the certain Royal Caribbean ships that have solo cabins, and it is the Odyssey, Quantum, Ovation, Anthem, Spectrum, Harmony, and Symphony of the Seas. So if you want to go on a solo cruise with Royal Caribbean, you definitely need to book one of these ships, obviously as far out as possible. That way you can pick a solo cabin. So for the most part, for these solo cabins, you can choose between a solo inside cabin, a solo ocean view cabin, a solo balcony cabin, and so you can still get that balcony if you are traveling by yourself, but you just have to book ahead. And since solo traveling is on the rise, these cruise lines understand that, so they've added different solo events so that you can mix and mingle with other solo travelers, whether they're single, women, men. You're just able to meet other people and maybe make some friends while on board your ship. Now, if you're interested in going on a cruise and you want to go on a group cruise with a lot of other people that are going on that same exact cruise and it's nice and organized, then you should join Melanin at Sea. It's a Facebook group. It's run by Rich and Jazzy. They're travel YouTubers, and that group has thousands of people that go on sailings every week, every month, but they specifically have group cruises, so they are travel agents, so you can book through them so that you can be part of the group. They even have t-shirts that you can buy. And so next year, I know they have a Virgin Voyages trip. They have a Carnival Celebration trip that goes to the new private island by Carnival Celebration Key. So if you're interested in going on either Virgin Voyages, the Carnival Celebration, or a Disney ship, and you don't want to be totally by yourself, but you want to be where there's a lot of other people, where they have some activities and you can mix and mingle with a lot of other people, then you should join Melanin at Sea Facebook group. And yeah, so that's one option. But if you want to go on an adult only cruise, but you want to go with a lot of other people as well in like a group setting where there's different activities, mixers and all of that, then you should go on a Melanin Takeover. It is by Bridget Flowers. She is one of the top Virgin Voyages first mates, so she has a variety of trips. I know they have the one for the end of this year. They're also going to have a Greece trip next year, and then the following year is going to be an Alaska cruise. So she is like the Virgin Voyages expert, so you should definitely check out her Facebook group and book with her for one of her Melanin Takeovers so that you can enjoy your cruise. Now, if you're not a cruiser and you just want to fly somewhere and either enjoy a relaxing vacation or an adventure luxury vacation, then don't worry. We're going to talk about Luxe Tribes. Luxe Tribes is a Black women-owned travel agency. It used to be called Chitty Ashley Travels a few years ago, but they rebranded to Luxe Tribes. And so they host a lot of different group trips. You can book a private trip for if it's just you and your friends and you want them to, you know, plan it out for you with the itineraries, all the activity and everything like that. Or, like I said, you can go on one of the group trips. So the group trips, they range from going to Bali, to Greece, to Italy, to Peru, Dubai, Turkey, Thailand. You really can't go wrong with them because they have so many different options, so many different dates. I haven't gone on one yet, but trust and believe in 2025, I'm going on a Luxe Tribes trip. I am eyeing the Kenya trip or the Machu Picchu, Peru trip. So we'll see which one I get on. I'm really leaning towards Kenya. Tanzania looks cool too, but I'm thinking Kenya for my 30th birthday. So I'm gonna read what they're all about. And so their About Us says that Luxe Tribes is all about encouraging everyone to adventure more by breaking barriers and making travel exciting and accessible with our bucket list experiences. So the founder, Chitty Ashley, she put a quote, "I was never gonna go if I waited for someone to come with me." So if that quote resonates with you, you're in the right place, because Luxe Tribe is well established. They've had so many trips throughout the last few years. And so yeah, so they have payment plans, so they're meant to be affordable and convenient for you, and they provide flexible payment schedules, and then they curate experiences. So they work with trusted service providers, creative small businesses who have an unparalleled expertise on their countries. So you don't have to worry about anything. They do it all. And of course, you're gonna have a travel community. You're gonna come together with other people that are interested in seeing the world as well, and meet people from around the world. So I've been following them, like I said, for a while, and I've always wanted to go on a Luxe Tribes trip, but just let you know, you do have to pay for your airfare, and just keep in mind, each of the trips do have different inclusions. So just if you click on one of the pages, you'll be able to see what's included and what's not. So for example, I clicked on this Kenya one because I'm very interested in going to Kenya. Here you can see the different dates that it's offered, and then you can choose how many people is going with you. So for some of the trips, they will pair you with someone else if you're not traveling with a friend or family member. But if you would like to have your own room, then that will be an upcharge, and that will just vary based on the trip. And so yeah, like the private trips they have as well. So if you just want someone to plan your honeymoon for you, I've seen influencers go on brand trips with Luxe Tribes. I've seen people that have never traveled out the country before go on a trip with Luxe Tribes, and they all have great reviews to talk about it. And so yeah, I would definitely recommend them. And just another note about Luxe Tribes, not all their trips are only for women. There are some that will say they're for men and women. So just look at that when you're looking at the trip details. Another great thing that Luxe Tribes offer is the ability to switch your trip if it is over 60 days. So if it's less than 60 days, you can't switch it. But if it is over, then you can switch to a different Luxe Tribes trip. And not all of their trips are specifically luxury. Some can be more of an adventure or on, bougie on a budget. So you can look at those details, and then the pricing will also reflect that based on how many nights it is, all the inclusions and everything like that. But that's all about Luxe Tribes. So besides Luxe Tribes, there are several travel companies out there for people that want to go on trips. But I would recommend, if you're between the ages 18 and 35, you should check out G Adventures or EF Ultimate Break, because you can travel with people around your age range, and there's just a variety of different options for the different countries that they go to. So you can check those out and see the dates they have, the different prices, but it's kind of not going to be like more of a luxury experience like you would get at Luxe Tribes. It's more so, getting that community and traveling with people around your age range. So I hope this inspired you to book that solo trip, whether you're going on a solo cruise, you're going on a group cruise with Melanin at Sea, or a Melanin Takeover on Virgin Voyages, or you want to go on a luxury trip, adventure trip with Luxe Tribes. I'm going to put my referral link in the description below so that you can get a discount. Or if you're between the ages of 18 to 35 and you want to travel with people your age, then check out EF Ultimate Break or G Adventures. And if you want to know more about cruising, I have general cruise tips for first timers, cruise tips for Carnival and Virgin Voyages. And stay tuned, because I'm going on a cruise soon, and I'm going to talk all about how it went. I'm going on a Carnival Horizons. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.